Washington. The Supreme Court on Tuesday rejected requests by Alabama officials to use a congressional map drawn by GOP state lawmakers in July for the upcoming election, leaving in place a lower court order blocking district boundaries because they likely violate federal law. The court rejected a number of requests for emergency relief requested by the state. There was no significant opposition. The orders from the High Court mean that work on a new congressional map by a special expert appointed by the Federal District Court will continue. Alabama's blatant defiance of the Voting Rights Act ends today. Abha Khanna, an attorney representing a group of Alabamians opposing the redrawn plan, said in a statement, Alabama Republicans filing asked for Supreme Court's intervention in the long-running dispute over state's congressional map. State officials last year asked judges for emergency help in the fight over the reappointment process. The court heard arguments over whether congressional boundaries set by the GOP during its last term violated the Voting Rights Act. Fight over Alabama's congressional map in June. A divided High Court unexpectedly upheld a lower court decision that invalidated voting orders drawn up by Republican lawmakers after 2020 census for state's 7 congressional districts because decision likely violated Section 2 of landmark voting law. In that lower court decision, state lawmakers were ordered redraw the congressional map to include a second district that would give black voters an equal opportunity choose their preferred candidate under the Voting Rights Act. Following the Supreme Court's decision, Alabama lawmakers reconvened in July to introduce a new congressional redistricting plan that also included a single majority black district. Black Alabamians make up 27% of the state's voting-age population. State officials said the map was drawn to minimize county divisions and comply with traditional redistricting principles, including the Black Belt, a rural region named for its fertile soil. But voting rights groups quickly challenged the voting limits once again, and a 3-judge district court panel blocked the 2023 map from being used in next year's election. The court ruled that it likely violated Section 2 because it did not include a second congressional district where black voters would have the opportunity to elect a representative of their choice. The district court appointed a special master to prepare a remedial map. In their decision, justices wrote that they were deeply disturbed by the state's enactment of a map that they acknowledged did not address potential violations of Voting Rights Act, noting that map drawn by Alabama Republicans in July increased share of black voters in 2nd District from about 30 almost 40. District Court said it was insufficient to give black voters a fair and reasonable opportunity elect a representative. At their option will either never happen, or it will happen.